Hi, welcome to the Arcade Buffet. Today we're going to talk about swapping your image by flipping the yoke wires. We're going to flip it upside down and reverse it, and then flip it upside down and reverse it again. So it'll come back to what you see here. But what we're going to do is, you can see these right here are your yoke pins. This is your yoke connector. Now this one is split, where normally on a game, most all games, it will be one solid connector, so it will not be split. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to split the vertical pair and the horizontal pair. You have to cut it right in half. So what we're going to do is, currently on this monitor, it is plugged in like this, where the connector is uncut. Now I've already cut the one on the monitor behind us, so we're going to use that as an example. Now most all the time your horizontal pair is going to be blue and red. Now not always. The G07 has a different color pair, same with the vertical has a different color pair. So typically it's blue and red for the horizontal, and green and yellow, or yellow and brown, or brown and green will be your typical vertical pairs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and flip. First we're going to take and flip the horizontal pair like this. So now don't ever do this with the monitor on. Always have it turned off. So we're going to turn it off between each flip. So here we go. We're going to flip the red and the blue pair. This connector can be stubborn, so you just got to take your time and get it right. And we'll plug it back in. And as you can see, reversing the horizontal pair, our image has now reversed itself. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the vertical pair, we're going to reverse it, and that will flip our image. Back again, take your time. They can be stubborn to get off. Make sure you put them back down and get them firmly seated. Get you a flashlight, get you a headlamp if you need it. Okay, so now by flipping the vertical pair, as you can see, it is now reversed correctly and upside down. So if you were to rotate this entire monitor, it would look just like it was when we first started. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take and reverse our horizontal pair back to the way it was originally was. And what that will do is it will mirror or reverse our image. Alright, as you can see, now our image is technically mirrored, but correct if the monitor was sitting in the game like it normally would, where this is the top and this is the bottom. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to reverse our vertical pair, and that will orient the monitor. It will flip the image back to where we started. This one is a bit more difficult because it's usually the one furthest from you. So take your time. Come on now. Let's take the horizontal pair off so I can see what I'm doing here. Sorry this is taking so long, but you got to get it right the first time. If you don't, you won't have an image at all. You'll have a very funny looking image. Or you can, in some cases, damage the chassis. Some of them aren't made to fire it without that. So, here we go. Fire it back up. And as you can see, now we're back to where we started. So we have now reversed this once, reversed this pair once, and then reversed them back to our starting position, and here you go. It's now been inverted, reversed, flipped upside down, and reverted back. So I hope this helps out. I get a lot of questions. A lot of people ask this question. They're wondering how to do it. There's other ways to do it. You can cut and splice these wires, but it's not recommended and not necessary. All you have to do is cut the connector and turn the yoke connector, and you will accomplish the same thing. Now, some games like T2 and Lethal Enforcers that run a mirror, one of these are reversed and the other is not. So that is also, or they're both reversed because you're using it as a mirror. So depending on how your monitor is in your game, one can be and the other may not be. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them at the bottom of this video, or shoot me an email at thearcadebuffet@gmail.com, or visit my site, thearcadebuffet.com. Thanks, and see you soon.